comes the Radio Guy, with all new audio content for the broadcast industry, with voiceover talent, John Gale.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. Hi, everybody. John Gale sharing your morning with you wherever you may be. We want to welcome Facebook Live and YouTube to the stream today. We are now on YouTube. Just check us out there at The Radio Guy. That's the channel name. You can, once you find me on that channel, you can click the red subscribe button and you'll get notifications just like you do when you follow us on Facebook. And we want to welcome you. Hello, Anita Dakin Cheatham, to the group today. We're so glad that you're watching online with us on Facebook Live. We ask that you share, let your friends know about us. We're going to be doing some audio broadcast production today, as we do each and every weekday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, doing some production for radio stations across the United States. I do weather forecasts for the RFN network, the Radio Forecast Network. Myself, along with around 100 different voiceover artists, meteorologists, and radio broadcast professionals, do weather forecasts for around 220 some radio stations across the United States from all over the U.S. We're only going to be doing about 15 of those over the next hour or so. And we'll get started right away with our very first forecast today for K-Hat Radio in Wyoming. This is K-Hat FM using Adobe Audition CS 2020, which is our digital audio workstation right behind my head there. You'll see in the first track we have a jingle bed already set up as a pre-created multi-track template session. And in the second track there, you'll see my voice recording in red in real time. That is going to record my weathercasts, and then we'll come back to the editing process here in just a minute. On the other side of the screen, we have the RFN page that includes all the forecast information that I need for each of the radio stations. This one from the National Weather Service for Laramie and Cheyenne, Wyoming. So let's get started right away. We'll put 24 seconds on the clock for this one, airing today between 4 and midnight Mountain Time out there in Wyoming. Let's record it and give it a shot. Here we go, starting our clock now. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, some patchy smoke before. No, that's not what we want. That was a big mistake.
Light systems failure.
Oh, we don't make failures. No. All right, let's give her another shot. Here we go. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight. All right, third time's a charm, I guess. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the south with a low temperature around 39. It'll be mostly sunny and warm on Friday, a high of 71, a beautiful day, with an isolated shower after midnight Friday evening, a low of 37. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, and that is a good take. That's what we will we'll take that one. We'll switch to the Adobe Editing screen view here and trim it out using our razor tool in Adobe Audition CS 2020. If you're just tuning in, we're doing some radio broadcast audio production for radio stations across the U.S. today. And if you're part of a broadcasting industry, maybe a radio broadcaster yourself, or perhaps an audio editor or podcaster, something like that, you've tuned to the right place. We encourage you to say hi in the comments section below. Let us know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what nation. We'd love to engage with you and have you become a part of the Radio Guy community. All right, we're going to line up the voiceover that we just finished for the weather forecast for K-Hat Radio, lining it up directly underneath the first sting as it begins to fade out in the jingle bed. This is called a donut, meaning there's a sting in the front, sting in the back, a hole in the middle for the voiceover. We've placed the voiceover there in the center. We will unmute the music track here and bounce down both of these audio files together as one, combining the music and the voiceover here, adding some mastering and effects and some compression. Let's take a listen. Here we go to the finished product. Yeah, baby. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the south with a low temperature around 39. It'll be mostly sunny and warm on Friday, a high of 71, a beautiful day, with an isolated shower after midnight Friday evening, a low of 37. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, a perfect read for K-Hat FM radio. Let's just zoom in here real tight. We're going to trim off the little fades on the end, and there's a little delay there at the beginning before we started speaking at the front end. And this guy is ready to be exported and sent on his way to Wyoming. So we're just going to copy and paste the file name, which happens to be K-Hat FM EV, which we're going to copy and paste here from my management weather FTP script page. All right, K-Hat FM EV overriding yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather anymore. And we'll look for it here in the E drive. We just saved it to. Find the E drive. Okay, K-Hat Radio. Where are you? Alphabetically, we know that K comes first before W. So K-Hat is right there. Open it up and hit that FTP button, and off she goes over the internet directly into their automation computer in Wyoming. On time, good job. We're ready to move on to our sister station there in Wyoming, KIMX. Different format. This is a CHR format. And we're going to open up a pre-created multi-track template session for them that includes their jingle bed in track 1. This is one of my favorite jingle beds. We'll start our recorder now. Again, the same forecast for Laramie and Cheyenne. Airing today between 4 and midnight Mountain Time. 26 seconds on the clock. And let's give her a shot. Here we go. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the south. Our low temperature, a chilly 39 degrees. Mostly sunny on your Friday, not too warm, a high near 71, with an isolated shower overnight Friday evening, a low of 37 degrees. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, I forgot to hit my timer. I'm going to guess that was a close to about 25. We will see. We might be a little bit too soon on that one. Let's just trim it and find out. Here's the front of the forecast right there. Trim off everything else. We will scroll it back and line it up directly underneath the stinger here. That gets us pretty close to the 30. Let's see where we're at. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both these audio files together as one. We're a little over-modulating here on our voiceover. All right, adding some mastering and effects here. Let's take a listen here. Yeah.
IMX weather.
From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie, and for Cheyenne tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the south. Our low temperature, a chilly 39 degrees. Mostly sunny on your Friday, not too warm, a high near 71, with an isolated shower overnight Friday evening, a low of 37 degrees. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, that looks good. We will go ahead and just trim off the ends of this one. Again, just a little fade there on the end. If you just tuned in, we're doing some radio broadcast audio production for radio stations across the U.S. today. Just working on some weather forecasts. This one is ready to be sent off to KIMX radio. KIMX is located in Cheyenne, Wyoming. We're just going to copy and paste the file name here. Welcome, Steve, to the house. Hello. Also, Vidak, Sorry, Vidak, I can never pronounce your last name. He's here. Welcome, Vidak. Hello, sir. Quick update on my compression enthusiastic friend. All right, I did as you suggested. Oh, this is great. Good. He did as I suggested. Let him hear a production with too much compression on one and with too little on another, and just the right amount of compression. I think he's starting to get the picture, at least a little bit, as his latest production was an improvement over the earlier ones. Thanks for your advice. That's great. That is awesome. That deserves a little fanfare. Yes, it does, Vidak. Good for you, man. I'm glad it worked. Yeah, just keep doing that. Let him hear some different, productions. This is right. This is wrong. This is just right. Just like the Three Little Pigs we talked about. That's great. Thank you for the update. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to find the KIMX that we just finished as an MP3, and we're going to send it to the radio station there in Wyoming and move on to our next station on the list. Let's see. Let's first find a KIMX. There it is. And we will open it up and hit that FTP button. Off she goes over the internet on time. Good job. We're ready to move on from Wyoming now to WPLK in Palatka, Florida. Palatka, Florida is a nostalgia station. WPLK 8 AM 800 and FM 98.3 in Palatka, Florida. WPLK plays just about anything they want to play. Yeah. From Loretta Lynn to Prince, you know what I'm saying? They just play whatever record tickles their fancy. We're going to start our recorder now. As you can see behind my head in our DAW, we've got the jingle bed for WPLK in the first track. And my voice over there, recording in red, you can see the WAV file, the audio file, bouncing up and down there as I speak. That is recording my voice over here in real time. And we'll come back to that editor in just a moment. We're going to look at the forecast here for WPLK and from the National Weather Service. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock today. This forecast airs today between 6 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matter of fact, let's go to the forecast view here, and we'll show you what we're doing. We're going to start with the open here at the top. Then we're going to begin with tonight's weather, Friday night, Saturday, and that's probably going to be as far as we get, maybe into Saturday night, not quite sure. We'll see as we look at the clock as we begin to read this. And then we're going to do this close here down at the bottom. All righty, here we go. Let's give her a shot. Starting at the top with the open. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds, and a low temperature right around 61 degrees. It'll be mostly sunny on your Friday, a nice day, a high near 82. And cloudy overnight Friday evening, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature of 63. A slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny, with a high of 80, and a chance of showers Saturday evening, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. All right, now I did go over on the timer, as you probably saw there. But we're going to fix it in the mix. How are we going to do that? All right, let's switch to the Adobe editing view here, and I'll show you just what I mean. So we're going to find the front of the forecast, which is right here for the voiceover for the weather forecast for WPLK. Trim out everything else and delete it. We'll pull back our audio file and line it up, directly underneath the jingle bed. Now we're probably going to pull out something right around here at the end. Let's see where we can find a good spot to yank out one of those day parts. And showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny with a high of 80 and a chance of showers Saturday evening, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPL3. Right, a slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny with a high of 80 and a chance of showers Saturday evening, a low of 69. All right, it looks like the only logical place is at that Saturday right here. Let me see here. Northeast and a low temperature of 63. Right there. It might be making this a little too short, however. But we'll go ahead. Let's zoom in real tight just for the effect of editing here and show you how to do this. We're going to trim off that Saturday and then go back to the end where I do the close here. I'm John Gale from the station that plays. Okay, so we're going to trim it right before I start that last little paragraph, the close. We'll delete out this day part for Saturday and Saturday night, and we're going to pull back the close here. But as you can see, it's gonna cause me to be way too short. We're only at 25. So let's go back and see if there's something else that we can do to fix this. We'll add the removed clip. We might be able to do this one. Some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny with a high of 80. High of 80 right there. If we zoom in real tight, we might be able to find the high of 80 little stopping point and put her right before, right there. Of 80 and a chance of showers Saturday. Right, mostly clear skies, some light winds, and a low temperature right around 61 degrees. Right there might... Okay, wait, no, that's way too soon. Okay, so here we go. A slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny. Becoming partly sunny. That might work. Let's try that at the becoming partly sunny. Now, in this case, I'm just going to pull back the whole file and line it up directly. Zoom in real tight here and see where we're at. And now add the close onto the end of that. See what this sounds like. Becoming partly sunny. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. It just doesn't sound really natural. I don't know if you can hear that, but it doesn't sound very flowing because it just sort of stops without there being an end, without there being a finish to sort of that sentence. So, you know what we're going to do in this case? We're going to reread. We're going to do her again, and that's okay. You know, that's how we learn, and that's how we do a good forecast. So we'll start our recorder again. I'll switch to the tiny camera view with the weather forecast here on the right side, and we'll try it again. Start the clock now. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light and variable winds, our low temperature around 61. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on your Friday, a high of 82, with some cloudy skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 63. A slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny with a high near 80, and a chance of showers Saturday night, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. All right, we're a little shy again, or we're going to be a little bit over on this one, so we're going to trim this off. This is a great forecast to kind of show you lots of different things going on here. All right, let's find the front, which is going to be, and again, start the clock now. Right there. All right, so there's the first trim. Get rid of everything else. Pull back the voiceover for the weather forecast here. We're only really a few seconds shy on this one. So, sunny with a high near 80 and a chance of showers Saturday night, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station with a high of 80. That sounds good. High of 80, and we'll try to break it between high of 80 and your Saturday, becoming partly sunny with a high near 80 and a... All right, might not be able to pull that off. Let's get in a little closer again. Really close. Where are we at with our line? Okay, we lost our line. Your Saturday becoming partly sunny with a high near 80 and a chance of showers Saturday night, a low of 69. All right, in this case, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and add some effects to this right off the bat. We're going to switch the time and pitch to something different, okay? Let's find the front here. Here's the front. We'll delete all this. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light and variable winds, our low... All right, that's good. Trim off the end here. All right, let's zoom in real tight and get right up to it. And the same here at the end. Just like that. All right, trim that out. Now let's add some time pitch shifting here. We're going to change the current duration, 31. We're going to make it, you guessed it, a 30. Actually, let's make it like a 29.8 or something like that, okay? 29.8. So let's go 29. We're just going to type it in the new duration box right here, 29.8. All right, Numslock, if you want to work for me, this would be a good time. Can't get this to type in. 29.8. There we go, 29.800. Hit apply. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and go back to the multi-track session here. This should work. Why is it doing that? Weird look. Here we go. Zooming to the back. E2 with some cloud. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on your Friday. Okay, yeah, we lost some of our voice over there. That's weird. There we go. All right, unmute the music bed. Let's go ahead and bounce these down together. Add our mastering and effects. Let's take a listen and see what we got. You saw what we did there, right? I know, it was a little complicated on this one. Let's take a listen. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear skies, some light and variable winds, our low temperature around 61. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on your Friday, a high of 82, with some cloudy skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 63. A slight chance of some afternoon showers on your Saturday, becoming partly sunny, with a high near 80 and a chance of showers Saturday night, a low of 69. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3 Palatka. All right, yeah, sounds great. Now let's trim her out. Really good. All right, so that worked great. So in that case, what we did is we just took the track of my voice and did the compression, the time pitch compression, and made it from a 31 to a 29.8, and that worked just perfectly. So now we're ready to go ahead and export this file to Palatka, Florida. The way we do that is Control-Shift-E is the shortcut for Windows to bring up this export file. Window block here, and we're just going to type in the file name, copy and paste WPLK-AMEV. We're going to overwrite yesterday's forecast. Now let's look for it over here in my E drive, which is a solid state 5 terabyte E drive. WPLK, where are we at? QRLMNOP. PK. There we go. PLK. All right. Off she goes via FTP like a giant Dropbox in the sky there. We are ready to move on to the next station on the list, which happens to be WCVX. Close by Cincinnati, Ohio. We're in southwestern Ohio here. Closing out this multi-track template session we just finished for Palatka, Florida. We're going to open up a brand new one for WCVX that includes their jingle bed in track 1 of our DAW, our digital audio workstation. Adobe Audition CS 2020. An error has occurred while processing a request for the National Weather Service. Let's click it again, see if it'll repopulate this time. And there we go. Okay, it worked. Terrific. Sometimes glitches happen like that. We're ready to put 30 seconds on the clock for this forecast, airing today on WCVX AM 1160, a Christian talk station, between 6 and midnight tonight. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock and see what we've got. Start our recorder over here and give her a read. Here we go. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, expect partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the west, a low temperature of 42 degrees. It'll be mostly sunny and chilly on your Friday, a high only reaching 62, and partly cloudy Friday night, a low of 43. Sunny on Saturday, a high of 64. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. And that, my friends, is a one-take read for WCVX AM. We like to celebrate those with the confetti cannons. Woohoo! Yes, indeed. We'll scroll over here using our razor tool. We're going to trim out the voiceover starting right there. Get rid of everything else that we don't need. And we're going to pull back the voiceover, lining it up directly underneath the jingle bed for WCVX's weather. Unmute that music and bounce down both these audio files together into one, combining them, the music and my voiceover, adding some mastering and some compression here. Let's take a listen. Here we go. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center for tonight, expect partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the west, a low temperature of 42 degrees. It'll be mostly sunny and chilly on your Friday, a high only reaching 62, and partly cloudy Friday night, a low of 43. Sunny on Saturday, a high of 64. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, we are a little over the 30. We're going to fix that here in the mix as well using the time compression tool. Scroll up to the front. Here's the little take off of the dead air at the top, and as you can see, we're at 30.6. Almost 30, a little over 30 and a half seconds. So we're going to do the same thing that we just did. We'll switch to the cam right view here and show you this up close and personal. Up at the top, we want the Effects tab. We'll scroll down to Time and Pitch nearly to the bottom. Then a submenu drops down, Stretch and Pitch Process. We're going to take the current duration of 30.651 and we're going to make it a perfect 30. Just copying and pasting a 30. And every time I do it, that cursor jumps back. I've been meaning to yell at Adobe for months on this one. Hit apply. We've got the 30 in the new duration box. Boom, shakalaka, boom. There it is, a perfect 30. From the Christian Talk 1160. All right, looks good. Let's go ahead and send it off to Cincinnati. WCVX is in the can. Gonna copy and paste the file name here. Let's just real quick find it and make sure we've got the right one. WCVX AM EV for evening. There we go. All right, highlight that. Copy right over it. overwrite yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about the weather in Cincinnati from yesterday. We want to know what's happening in Cincinnati today, right? WCVX, all ready to roll. We're just going to find it here in the eDrive as a MP3 that we just saved it as. There it is. And open it up. Switch views to cam left here and send it on its way via FTP, File Transfer Protocol, right over the internet directly into their automation computer, ready to trigger tonight between 6 and midnight. Now we can move across the street to another station, another AM station in Cincinnati. This is WGRI AM, another Christian station in Cincinnati. I'm going to close out this multi-track template session we just finished for GRI, or for CVX rather, and open up GRIs, which includes their jingle bed right behind my head there in our DAW. In the first track, their music, and in the second track, my voice highlighting in red there. Let's put 24 seconds on the clock for this one, airing between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time on what used to be WQRT, but is now WGRI. Excuse me, I got a little froggy in my throat. Gonna take a little sip of some ice-cold Coca-Cola from McDonald's, the best Coke in the world. And let's give her a read. Here we go. Let's switch to the forecast view, let you read along from the open from tonight through Saturday and then the close. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the west, our low temperature around 42. It'll be sunny and chilly on your Friday morning, a high of 62. I don't like that. Let's read it again. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the west, our low temperature around 42. It'll be mostly sunny and chilly on your Friday, our high temperature only reaching 62. And partly cloudy Friday night, a low of 43. Sunny on Saturday with a high of 64. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. Alrighty, that's a good read for WGRI AM. Let's switch to the Adobe editing view here and trim up the voiceover weather forecast we just did there. For Cincinnati, where's our start? From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug. Let's go ahead and trim that up. Get rid of everything else, just highlighting and deleting. Scrolling back, dragging that voiceover to the side, to the beginning of the jingle bed. Unmute the jingle bed, bouncing down both these audio files together, those two tracks, combining them into one and marrying them with holy matrimony. We'll add some mastering and some effects here, and let's take a listen to the finished product. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center for tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the west, our low temperature around 42. It'll be mostly sunny and chilly on your Friday, our high temperature only reaching 62. And partly cloudy Friday night, a low of 43. Sunny on Saturday with a high of 64. From the Inspiration 1050 Weatherbug Center, I'm John Gale. Can you believe that this is October 1 already? Here we are, 2020. Whatever happened to March, April, May, June, July, August, and September 2020? Everything just froze in time from February on, didn't it? From when COVID happened all the way through, we have been stuck and have not had a spring, summer, or now it seems like a fall. But here we are, October. Crazy. All right, this guy is ready to be exported. I know that doesn't make any sense, but it just feels like that. It really does. It feels like it. WGRI is in the cam. We're just going to copy and paste the file name here into the export file window, overwrite yesterday's forecast because nobody cares about yesterday's weather for WGRI. Hello from Albany, New York. George Bowen's in the house. Welcome, George. Glad you're here, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. He says haven't had a chance to watch lately. Hope all is well. I'll be in the studio this afternoon doing some production work. George, that's awesome. If you ever need any help with any production, need a second voice for something, I'll be your guy. Just hit me a little private message here on the Facebook page, and I'll help you out. I'll do whatever you need if you need a little second voice here and there. WGRI's in the can. Let's go ahead and FTP that puppy over the internet on time. Good job. We're ready to move on to Florida. WTBH is up next. Chiefland, Florida. Let's close out this multi-track session for Cincinnati. And we're going to open a brand new one for WTBH that includes their jingle bed and track 1 of our DAW. And start the recorder there. In the second track, my voiceover highlighting in real time there in red. We'll put 30 seconds on the clock, airing today this forecast between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time therefore, of course, it would be Eastern Standard Time for in Florida. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, calm winds, our low temperature around 58. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on our Friday, a high near 81. Mostly cloudy skies expected Friday evening, light winds out of the north-northeast, and a low temperature of 57. And partly sunny on Saturday, a high near 80. And that is the latest forecast. From 91.5 FM, I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, a good one-take read for WTBH FM. Using the razor tool, we'll just trim it out. The voiceover from everything else. Switch to that view. Highlight that dribble beforehand. Delete it. Drag over the weather forecast. Unmute the music bed. Lay them directly right underneath one another. Bounce down both the audio files together. The voiceover and the music bed. Mixing them. Combining them, adding some mastering and effects here. We're going to trim off this jingle bed here and add a fade in just a second, but let's audition what we have so far. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, calm winds, our low temperature around 58. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on our Friday, a high near 81. Mostly cloudy skies expected Friday evening, light winds out of the north-northeast, and a low temperature of 57. And partly sunny on Saturday, a high near 80. And that is the latest forecast. From 91.5 FM, I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All righty. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm a part of a, what they call, what do we call that group? It's on Facebook. It's a radio group, Radio Swap a Spotters on Facebook. It's a group of radio broadcast guys, production people usually, who just want to help out other local radio stations that need a little second voice. A lot of times these are small little stations that have, like the same production guy doing all the spots, all the commercials, all the promotions, and you might need a second voice, or you might need a female voice and you don't have a female voice, right? You might need a kid's voice. You might need something different that you normally have, so you put a little ad on the Facebook Swap a Spot page group. You have to get invited, of course, and then they accept you, but it's pretty sweet. And then you list up there, I need a voice, and I just did one, I think, yesterday for gosh, I forget what that was for, but somebody from Spirit FM needed some help, and they posted something, and I did it for them. Anyway, it's kind of fun. Help out, I'm a firm believer that when you help other people out, it comes back your way, Just sort of like pay it forward kind of stuff. Not expecting things to come your way, but they do, especially when you help people out. We're going to go to the front of this voiceover here, delete the couple milliseconds of dead air on the top, and this guy is ready to be sent his way to WTBH there in Chiefland, Florida. Haven't been to Chiefland, Florida. I'm not even sure exactly where it's at. But it is in the can, ready to be overwritten there from yesterday's forecast. We'll switch views to the cam left and send it to the production computer, the automation computer, whatever you want to call it. Whatever they use, probably their automation computer is probably separate from their production computer. Off it goes to Chiefland, Florida. On time, good job. We're ready to move on from Florida to Dallas, Texas. It's the next station on the list for this Thursday edition of The Radio Guy. This is a dry read. No jingle behind me on this one, so we're going to close out the multi-track template session for Florida we just finished and open up a new dry read that just has some denoise, some mastering on the voice here in real time. Okay, start our recorder, and let's put 20 seconds on the clock for this one for Florida, for Dallas, Texas. Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's give her a read. Here we go. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast. Our low temperature around 54. It'll be sunny and warmer on Friday, a high of 79. I don't like that. One more read. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center, as we head into the evening tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast. Our low temperature around 54. It'll be sunny and warm on Friday, a high of 79, and mostly clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 59 degrees. All right, that'll work right there. Let's go ahead and trim it out. Switch to the Adobe editing view here. And if you're involved in radio broadcasting, you just tuned in, you're wondering what's going on, we're doing some live weathercasts, some to be aired later, actually, but we're doing the live production of the weathercast for these various radio stations across the United States today. All right, let's add some mastering and effects to this one. We're a little shy on this forecast from the 20, so we're going to zoom in real tight to the front and the back. Yeah, we're about a second shy on each of these. So we'll go up to our effects tab, and we're going to do the time stretch this time. Time and pitch, stretch and pitch process. We're going to change the current duration of 19. We're going to add a second onto it digitally. It doesn't change the pitch of my voice, but it does change the time of the whole file. So there we go. 20 seconds exactly the new duration. Hit apply. Boom shakalaka boom. There it is. Let's take a listen to KKGM's dry forecast for Dallas, Texas. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening tonight. Mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast. Our low temperature around 54. It'll be sunny and warm on Friday, a high of 79, and mostly clear skies overnight Friday evening, a low of 59 degrees. All right, that sounds good for KKGM. We want to welcome a new viewer to the house. It's Trent Caliste. Trent, welcome to the group. Glad you're with us. Where are you from? Another new viewer to the Radio Guy. We'll give you some liquid lava goo here on this Thursday edition of the Radio Guy. He says nice. Well, thank you. Thank you. I haven't been called nice in a while. I've been called a few other things, but not nice. All right, we're going to switch to the front here of the forecast. Just trim off the little dead air on the top. It's pretty tight already. Yeah, we're good to go on this one. Control-Shift-E is the shortcut. Let's go ahead and name it. KKGM AM80R. Overwrite yesterday's forecast. Otherwise, I'd have a computer full of forecasts for Dallas, Texas, which I do not need. If I kept every forecast that I ever did, my goodness, we'd have to buy a new hard drive. KKGM is in the can. Let's go ahead and find it. There it is, KKGM80R. Open it up, and we'll hit that FTP button. Off it goes directly over the internet. What used to take, a few hours with a courier sending reel-to-reel to another radio station, we can do instantaneously now through the internet. Pretty sweet. Amazing what technology has done. KIUL is up next. I'm just showing you how old I am when I talk about couriers. KIUL-AM is in Wichita, Kansas. This is another dry read, so we're going to keep this multi-track template session and just delete the audio file there from track 1. Start our recorder again. This one airs between 6 and midnight Central Standard Time. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. And here we go. You can count down with me. We'll start with the open. Let's look at the forecast up close. We'll start with the open. Go tonight, Friday, Friday night, Saturday, and probably Saturday night. That's probably going to get us where we need to be. Let's see. Start our timer now. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Increasing clouds with some light and variable winds out of the south. Our low temperature around 42. It'll be mostly sunny and chilly with a high only reaching 77. Partly cloudy skies Friday evening. That chilly wouldn't be 77, would it? Chilly would not be 77. Let's reset and do it again. Here we go. Oh, that was a big mistake. That was one of those. Yeah, exactly. Reset. Here we go. Let's give her another shot. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Increasing clouds, some light and variable winds out of the south. Our low temperature around 42. It'll be mostly sunny and comfortable on your Friday, a high reaching 77. Partly cloudy skies Friday evening, a low of 46. And mostly sunny on your Saturday, a high of 70. Clear skies expected Saturday evening, a low of 40. And sunny on your Sunday with a high of 73. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, that looks good. Again, we're a little shy of the 30, so we will digitally expand this by switching to the Adobe editing view here. We're just going to trim out the voiceover for the forecast. Starting with the end. Here's the front right there. Get rid of everything else. Pull this back. Bounce it down to its own new audio file. Trent is from Grenada, Trinidad. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you for tuning in, Trent. Appreciate you being here. Add the mastering and effects here. Let's zoom in real tight and trim up from the very point of where my voice begins to speak. We're going to trim off that. And you can see we're just a little bit, we're at 28.829, and we need to be a perfect 30. How are we going to fix that, Johnny? Well, we're going to fix it digitally. All right, so we'll switch to this view. Up at the top, we want to go to the Effects tab, scroll down almost all the way to the bottom with the menu that pops up to the Time and Pitch Effect. Then we're going to, a little sub-menu drops down. We want the Stretch and Pitch Process here. That brings up this Effect, Stretch, and Pitch window. The current duration here at the top where it says duration is 28.8. That needs to be a 30. So we're just going to type in under the new duration box 30 and just type over these numbers here to make it a 3000. Okay, 30 seconds on the clock. Apply. And boom, shakalaka boom, there it is, a perfect 30. Let's take a listen to the finished product. Here we go. Here's your western Kansas weather for this evening. Increasing clouds, some light and variable winds out of the south. Our low temperature around 42. It'll be mostly sunny and comfortable on your Friday, a high reaching 77. Partly cloudy skies Friday evening, a low of 46. And mostly sunny on your Saturday, a high of 70. Clear skies expected Saturday evening, a low of 40. And sunny on your Sunday with a high of 73. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, looks good. Perfect 30 for W for KIULA. MAAMEV. KIUL's in the can. Let's go ahead and copy and paste the file name there. Overriding yesterday's forecast, we'll switch views to the cam left and find it here in my E drive amidst all of the other forecasts that we've already done today. Let's find it. KIUL. Got a lot of sessions, untitled sessions that we need to delete that just kind of take up room every time we create and close out a multi-track template session. Adobe Audition makes that untitled session a file folder, and we need to get rid of those occasionally or else they build up with lots of data in them. So we're going to send this on his way. On time, good job. Let's do that right now. Let's go ahead and we'll open up a File Explorer window using a PC here. And right here, we're going to go to the E drive, and all these untitled sessions we can delete. Okay, so they're right now, where are we at? Gosh, we're at 132 of them, so we'll delete all these out. Just hit our delete button after we've highlighted what we need, and you can see behind my head it's recycling those. One of the folders, of course, is in use because that's the one that's open right now. 1,115 items being recycled there in just a short amount of time. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of data there that we need to get rid of. Should just take a couple of seconds. There it goes. Okay, now we can close out the E drive here and move on to our next signal on the list, which happens to be KULH. KULH is in Brookfield, Missouri. We'll close out the KIUL and open up a music bed. Let's switch to the tiny camera view here. We'll open up a music bed for KULH-FM, which is the Wave. It's a Christian contemporary format. This forecast is going to be airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time there. I don't have a frequency number for KULH, but you can probably find it online if you do a search for them. The Wave, KULH, Wichita, Kansas. All right. So behind my head in our DAW, we've got the Adobe Audition CS 2020 we're using as our digital audio workstation here. In track 1, we have the music bed for KULH's weather. And in the second track here, my voice recording there in red. We'll come back to that audio editing software here in just a minute. And let's put 28 seconds on the clock for this one, for the Wave Weather Center forecast. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of our north and northwest. A low temperature around 36. Patchy frost expected on your Friday morning, becoming mostly sunny, our high only reaching near 60, with a slight chance of some showers overnight Friday evening, a low of 44. More showers Saturday, a high of 57. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. And that, my friends, is a perfect one-take read for the Wave, KULH-FM in Brookfield, Chillicothe, and Trenton, Missouri. Nice little read for them. We're going to take a listen to it here in just a second. Let's switch to the Adobe editing view here, trimming out the voiceover, which starts right here for the weather forecast. Get rid of everything else. We'll pull back, lining this up directly underneath the stinger as the stinger begins to fade, and there's just a low music bed there for the voiceover to lay on top of. We will bounce down both these audio files together here as one, combining the music and the voiceover, adding some mastering and effects. Let's take a listen to the finished product. We're going to add a little fade onto the end of this right after we listen to this. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening tonight, mostly clear skies, some light winds out of our north and northwest. A low temperature around 36. Patchy frost expected on your Friday morning, becoming mostly sunny, our high only reaching near 60, with a slight chance of some showers overnight Friday evening, a low of 44. More showers Saturday, a high of 57. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, right there, we're going to add a little fade on the end here. So let's just trim off the rest of the jingle there. George Bowen says, Patchy Frost sounds like a new soft drink. Yeah, that would be a new Mountain Dew. Patchy Frost. Oh, that's funny. Patchy Frost in Florida to boot. Wow, you can tell we're getting into autumn when we get patchy frost in Florida. Craziness. All right, let's switch to the, let's go cam right for this one up to the top. We've highlighted the end of the jingle there because we're going to add a little fade under the favorites tab. Just scroll down to fade out. Boom, shakalaka, boom, listen. Nice little fade there. I just love those fade effects. Scroll back to the front. Little things, they excite me. You know, I like little things. All right, scroll to the front there, and we'll trim off the little dead head. Little dead air at the top there. You want to make sure it triggers right when it needs to. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to bring up the export file window. We're going to name it KULHFM ADR for the wave. Overwrite yesterday's forecast, which views to the left here. Find that MP3 file we just saved. They all want MP3s. You know, MP3s, the compression rate on the MP3s, of course you can't really hear it very well, but it is not, of course, as good as, of course, a WAV file would be ginormous. It would be much huger. Huge, as President Trump would say. KULHFM ADR, there it is. Open it up, and we will hit that FTP button and send it over the internet. Take a swig of our Patchy Frost Cola. Close up that window. Move on to our next signal on the list. Moving from Florida to Pennsylvania, the pair of QBR station weather forecasts that we're going to be doing for Altoona and Scranton. The Bear. Dry read for both of these. One is overnight and one is for the evening. We'll start our recorder now. Put 20 seconds on the clock. This one, first one we're going to do is for overnight. Here we go. Here's the latest from WQBR as we head into the morning. Patchy, got the patchy frost stuck in my mind from George Bowen there. All right, one more read. Here we go. Here's the latest from WQBR overnight as we head into your day. Partly cloudy skies will give way to sunny skies. Calm winds and a high only reaching 65 for your Friday. Partly cloudy skies Friday evening, a low of 41, and mostly sunny with some light winds out of the west. A high of 64. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. All right, nice read for the Bear overnight. Let's first trim this one out, and we'll move on to their evening forecast next. So we're going to trim out that, delete it, pull back, bounce down, add our mastering and effects here. Might have gone over a little bit. No, we'll be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Let's scroll back to the very front. Just trim this right off to the top. Look back at the end here where we go. Yeah, we're still over 20, almost 20, 20.4. Okay, I think we can fix that with a couple breath removers. Here's one right here that we can kind of zoom in tight. Get rid of that one. There's another one down here we can do. That should get us, yeah, to right at 20. Center. Here's the latest from W. All right, looks good. Yeah, scroll back. Take a listen. Here's the latest from WQBR overnight as we head into your day. Partly cloudy skies will give way to sunny skies. Calm winds and a high only reaching 65 for your Friday. Partly cloudy skies Friday evening, a low of 41, and mostly sunny with some light winds out of the west. A high of 64. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. All right, looks good for the overnight version for WQBR. Bob Minter says he spent a week in State College one night. That's pretty cool. One night you spent a week there. It feels that way, doesn't it? In Pennsylvania. WQBR is in the can. Funny guy in the house. I wish I still had it. Yeah, I think I've got my laugh track here, don't I? Oh, I don't have my laugh track anymore, guys. I thought I did. That's funny. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to go black on you. WQBR FM OV overriding yesterday's forecast. We'll switch to the tiny cam view here, find it, and move on to their evening forecast. Open that up, and off she goes via FTP. Now we can move on to QBR's evening forecast. I was listening to him the other night. Not bad of a sound for the a country format there for QBR the Bear. Sounds pretty good. Whoever's programming it is doing a pretty nice job. We will go ahead and switch back to the multi-track view here and just delete this file in track 1. Start a new one. 20 seconds again for this one. Airing for this evening. Here we go. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. We can expect partly cloudy skies, calm winds, our low temperature, chilly 45. It'll be partly sunny on Friday, chillier, high only reaching 65, and partly cloudy skies expected again overnight Friday evening, light winds with a low temperature of 41. I'm John Gale from WQBR. We did go over, but we'll fix that digitally here. So we'll call it a one-take read for WQBR. We'll switch to the Adobe editing view here, delete everything else, scroll this back, and bounce her down to her own new track. Had some mastering effects here, and zoom in real tight. On the front side and the back, because if we don't do either, we're just elongating the pauses for the whole file. You know what I'm saying? So we're at 20 and a half, 21 rather, and a half. We'll go over to the effects tab again, time and pitch, stretch and pitch. Change the current duration 21.7 to a 20. Gonna speed me up a little bit on this one. I'll feel like I'm taking some speed. Apply, boom, shakalaka, boom. There we go. Let's take a look. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for tonight. We can expect partly cloudy skies, calm winds, our low temperature, chilly 45. It'll be partly sunny on Friday, chillier, high only reaching 65, and partly cloudy skies expected again overnight Friday evening, light winds with a low temperature of 41. I'm John Gale from WQBR. Here's the latest from the... All right, that looks good for the evening weather edition. George Bowen says, what bit rate do you use for the MP3 that you send? I believe it's 128, yeah. All right, so sample rate is 44.1. 16-bit. 16-bit they want. They don't want the 24-bit. I know, it's weird. It's low. And the MP3 is at 128 kilobytes per second. Constant bit rate. All right, QBR. Overriding here, we will find it in the E drive. We'll switch views to the left. Yeah, when we first set up, I asked what, because you had to have all those exactly. Probably it's lower because some stations probably have older equipment. They're using the older sound cards, maybe. I'm not sure. Because you'd think you'd want to do 24 at least. But for radio, FM radio, by the time it comes out compressed and you're listening through your terrestrial set, you're not going to hear much. WQBR, there we go. Evening edition is off, and we can move on to the next station on the list, WGNZ here in Fairborn, Ohio, close by. About an hour away, a little less than an hour. This has a jingle bed in it, so we'll close out this multi-track template session here and open up a new multi-track session for WGNZ that includes their jingle bed behind my head and Adobe Audition CS 2020 track 1 there. Has the jingle, track 2, my voiceover. And we'll put 28 seconds on the clock for this one. This has got the long promotional close. Let's look at the forecast close-up here. We'll start with our open up at the top here. We'll go tonight, Friday night, and then do this big, long promotional close here that hasn't changed in a good couple of months. Time to change it. Here we go. Let's give her a shot. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening, a chance of showers early on, becoming partly cloudy. Our low temperature around 41. It'll be partly sunny and chilly on our Friday, a high only reaching 60. And mostly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 40. The brand new CD by Tim Livingston, Inside Information, is now available for purchase. Order online at timlivingstonmusic.com or by calling 937-454-9000. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. All right, and that's a perfect one-take read for WGNZ AM Fairborn, Ohio. Round on both ends and high in the middle. Using the razor tool, we'll switch to the Adobe editing view here, trim off everything else, highlight it. Whoops, didn't mean to trim twice. Measure once, cut twice, or measure twice, cut once, right? All right, as that jingle begins to fade out, that's where we want the voiceover to begin. Unmute the music bed, bounce down both these audio files together as one. Adding some mastering and effects, let's take a listen. Here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center, as we head into the evening, a chance of showers early on, becoming partly cloudy. Our low temperature around 41. It'll be partly sunny and chilly on our Friday, a high only reaching 60. And mostly cloudy Friday evening, a low of 40. The brand new CD by Tim Livingston, Inside Information, is now available for purchase. Order online at timlivingstonmusic.com or by calling 937-454-9000. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. Looks good. Control-Shift-E is going to be the shortcut to go ahead and send this file to Fairborn, because WGNZ is in the can, the old school terminology for after you did the production, you put it on a reel-to-reel and you stuck it in a little tin can, a little round tin can, and it was finished. You were ready to roll. So that's when you hear it's in the can, it's done. It's completed. It's ready, man. Come on. Look. Who am I trying to be? Don't be stupid. All right, open it up and FTP that file, the MP3, right over the internet on time. Good job. We're going to move on from Ohio to New York. WKAL is up next, Oneida County, covering the cities of Utica and Rome, New York. We will open up a multi-track template session for them. That includes the jingle bit for WKAL. First track right there. Start a recorder. Let's put 29 seconds on the clock. Airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. for a news talk station. AM 1450 WKAL. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. As we head into the evening, a chance of showers tonight, increasing clouds and a low temperature of 45. More showers likely on your Friday afternoon, becoming partly sunny with calm winds and a high of 62. A slight chance of some showers Friday evening, a low of 42, and that's your latest official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. And a one-take read for WKAL. Oh, yes indeed. Trim it up using the razor tool. We're going to find the front end of the forecast right here and trim it out. Switch to the Adobe editing view here. Not getting much emoji love from you, Anita, today. I don't know, you're probably sleeping again. Unmute the music bed. Bounce down both these audio files together as one. Add, let's see, a little overmodulation happening. Let's add some mastering and effects here and take a listen. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. As we head into the evening, a chance of showers tonight, increasing clouds and a low temperature of 45. More showers likely on your Friday afternoon, becoming partly sunny with calm winds and a high of 62. A slight chance of some showers Friday evening, a low of 42, and that's your latest official 1450 WKAL weatherbug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. All right, looks good there. Just looking at the ends there, we need to trim off right there. And again, just a millisecond, a little high, hardly anything, half a millisecond right there. Control-Shift-E brings up the export file window, and we're just going to copy and paste the file name WKALAM80R, overwriting yesterday's forecast here, switching views and finding that as an MP3 that we just saved it to. We're using a new version of XSplit today, and I don't like the fade delay. The transition is 700 milliseconds, and I don't like that. I like it to just be a sharp switch from camera view to camera view. I don't like that little fade out. happening. So we're going to fix that before tomorrow's stream. But everything kind of changed a little bit. That's why we started a little bit later, about a half an hour later than normal. FTP it, and off she goes via the internet to New York. We're going to move on from New York to Florida, WZCC. This is a dry read for an AM signal there in Chiefland. Country Legends. This is a classic country format. Dry forecast for them, no jingle behind me. On this one, just my voice. We'll put 30 seconds on the clock. This one airs today between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there in Florida. Here we go. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening. Partly cloudy skies expected tonight, calm winds and a low of 58. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on your Friday, a high of 81. Cloudy skies return Friday evening, our low temperature of 57. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. Alrighty, we're a little bit shy of our 30. We'll trim it out, switch to the Adobe editing view here. That is what we call a one-take Johnny G. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Who did that? Gosh, I can't remember. That's from the 70s. All right, bounce down this audio file. Add some mastering and effects here. Scroll in real tight. We're going to digitally stretch this guy right here. And again, here down at the end. Go up to our effects tab up at the top and pick our time stretch pitch tool. And then change our current duration from a 28.5 to a perfect 30. Hit apply, boom, shakalaka, boom. Let's take a listen. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening. Partly cloudy skies expected tonight, calm winds and a low of 58. It'll be mostly sunny and nice on your Friday, a high of 81. Cloudy skies return Friday evening, our low temperature of 57. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, looks good. Country Legends Radio's in the can. We'll go ahead and switch to the tiny camera view and send this guy off to Florida, WZCC. This MP3 is going over the INT via FTP to WZCC. Gonna find it here. Hello. Get rid of that. WZCC. Cool little call letters for them. Off she goes via FTP. There she goes. We're going to move on to WSEO, Nelsonville, Ohio, another dry read. Keeping this multi-track template session, we'll just delete the top voice over audio file in track 1, start a new one. Put 30 seconds on the clock. This one airs between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here we go. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening. A chance of showers early on, becoming partly cloudy with some light winds out of the west. Our low temperature around 41. It'll be partly sunny and chilly on your Friday, our high only reaching 60. Partly cloudy skies expected Friday night, a frosty 39 degrees, and mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of 62. Saturday night, partly cloudy, a low of 41. This is WeatherBug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. And a one-take read for WSEO FM. We'll get rid of everything else, switch to the Adobe editing view here. You see that little transition, that little fade? I didn't like it. All right, bounce down and add some mastering and effects here. Zoom in real tight. Trim it off so it triggers right on time on the front. And ends right at the 30. We're a little bit over. Let's scroll into a breath here and take one out. Part of the breath anyway. And we can do another one right here. See where that gets us. Yes, a perfect 30. All right, let's take a listen. WSEO, here we go. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening. A chance of showers early on, becoming partly cloudy with some light winds out of the west. Our low temperature around 41. It'll be partly sunny and chilly on your Friday, our high only reaching 60. Partly cloudy skies expected Friday night, a frosty 39 degrees, and mostly sunny on Saturday with a high of 62. Saturday night, partly cloudy, a low of 41. This is Weatherbug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. All right, looks good for Nelsonville, Ohio. WSEO is in the can. Got to go ahead and switch to the cam right view here, overriding yesterday's forecast. Nobody cares about yesterday's weather in Columbus, that's for sure. WSEO is almost ready to roll. Here we go, opening up the MP3 and finding it, sending it via the E-Drive over the internet to their automation computer in Columbus. And that's going to be it for today's edition, guys, of the Radio Guy. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in today, making your comments and responses. It's so great that we have some great radio people that follow us. And we encourage you to give us a little love. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can also find us on social media now on Instagram, the.radio guy, the Radio Guy everywhere else. We'll do it again tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Friday is already going to be here. Crazy, crazy week flying by. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure that you take care of one another. Wash your hands. God bless you. Remember, Jesus loves you. And so do I. Bye-bye.